Flag is down, tape is back, they're off
Market
and racing.
in play.
For the Racing TV, free for a month, handicap chase, 2 miles and 7.5 furlongs in front of them, 14 fences now to jump, and a long run before they actually take the first of those fences, because they're bypassing the second in the home straight, though they will be jumping the first fence there in the home straight. There's Blue Cascade in the maroon and white check, who's leading in the early stages, to in second position Lockderg Jewel in the sheepskin noseband and the black cap, then Chidswell, the red with the black and white striped sleeves, racing in third, and Ground Under Repair, another sheepskin noseband wearer at the back of the field there, the yellow and green for Warren Greatrex, and Richard Johnson looking for a double between the pair of them as they make their way towards the first. Blue Cascade over in front to Lockderg Jewel, Chidswell in third, and Ground Under Repair has jumped that in fourth. So they're making their way now up the little incline before they go on down the far side of the track, where they will have 3 plain fences to jump, and heading up the hill now and swinging into that back straight. It's Blue Cascade for the Sandy Thompson yard, already on the board with Dimple earlier on. So Lockderg Jewel, who's racing in second, and after that in third Chidswell, followed then by Ground Under Repair as they take that one all safely over it. Although Ground Under Repair was a little bit thoughtful at it, took a while to get from A to B as they make their way to the next. Blue Cascade in front to Lockderg Jewel and Chidswell, Ground Under Repair in fourth and last position. Down towards the next, the jumping, well, the fences come up quite quick here on this part of the track here at Kelso. Blue Cascade who leads them to Lockderg Jewel, Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel, and Chidswell, followed then by Ground Under Repair. So they've done the jumping on that part of the course. They'll be swinging down the side of the track very shortly. And it's Blue Cascade in the hands of Rachel McDonald to Lockderg Jewel and Brian Hughes, the top jockey here at Kelso, as he is at so many of the northern tracks. Then after that, Chidswell, who's racing in third, and Ground Under Repair in fourth position, making their way down towards the next. It's Blue Cascade who's out in front to Lockderg Jewel, Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel, and Chidswell, who's third in this race last year, carrying a lot more weight than he carries today. After that, in fourth position, Ground Under Repair, making their way down towards the next. This will be the penultimate fence in the circuit's time. Blue Cascade jumped it well out in front. To in second position, Lockderg Jewel. Chidswell didn't jump it very well, and has now been relegated to fourth behind Ground Under Repair. A little while before they jump again. It'll be the open ditch in the home straight. It'll be the 7th in all. It'll be the last in a circuit's time. So it's Blue Cascade who's leading them at the moment, as the field just groups up again. Now going a particularly quick gallop, it wouldn't appear. Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel, Chidswell and Ground Under Repair. All 4 of them jumped that fence within about a length and a half of one another, and they all jumped it well. So once again they're going to be bypassing this fence in the home straight due to the low sun, and they'll be coming past us still with a circuit to go. Lockderg Jewel, the black cap, and Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel, then Chidswell, the striped sleeves, Ground Under Repair, the yellow cap, is at the back of the field. You can get a rather large horse blanket over all 4 of them here as they make their way past us in the grandstand. 1 more circuit of the track to get round, 7 more fences in all to jump. Lockderg Jewel, Blue Cascade, these two have been comparing notes all the way round. To in third Chidswell, and then Ground Under Repair. The champion jockey is only 2 lengths behind Blue Cascade, who leads. So they're still very well grouped up as they make their way towards the fence that takes them away from the grandstand. Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel, Chidswell and Ground Under Repair. They all jumped it well once more. So they've taken that one, take this little dogleg turn, move up the hill and head on down the far side once again, where they'll have 3 plain fences to jump, and in all they've still got 6 more to negotiate. And it's Lockderg Jewel and Blue Cascade, still these 2 at the head of affairs. To Chidswell, whose rider Craig Nicol content to take a slightly wider course, and then we have Ground Under Repair who's racing in fourth. Down the side of the track they go, still only about 2.5 lengths from first to last. Blue Cascade, Lockderg Jewel and Chidswell, those 3 over that one, and then after that Ground Under Repair, a stalking ride from Richard Johnson as they come to the middle one down the far side. Lockderg Jewel, Chidswell, Blue Cascade. Ground Under Repair just nodded there on landing, just had to be nudged along for a stride or 2 by the champion jockey after that fence, making their way towards the next. It's the 4th from home. It's Lockderg Jewel, the black cap, the sheepskin noseband, who leads. Blue Cascade up the inner, Chidswell in third position, followed then by Ground Under Repair. Still wouldn't like to name the winner here as they make their way down towards the end of the back straight, although Ground Under Repair again was nudged along for a stride or so by Richard Johnson, making the swing. 3 more fences left to jump here, and it's Lockderg Jewel just about the leader to Blue Cascade up the inner. Chidswell is is bearing down on the leading duo, and then after that, Ground Under Repair. To the next they go. It's 3 out. Lockderg Jewel and Chidswell. Lockderg Jewel over in front. The Chidswell didn't jump it too well. Neither did Ground Under Repair, who nodded on landing. Blue Cascade up the inner is now just beginning to lose places down towards what is the penultimate fence, and it's Lockderg Jewel and Chidswell. These two, Ground Under Repair, lurched out there to his right and lost ground in the jumping. So it's Lockderg Jewel that leads, to Chidswell in second. These two now just kicking on to Ground Under Repair, who spent a bit of petrol now to move into third, and then in fourth and last position is Blue Cascade. They're swinging for home. Lockderg Jewel to Chidswell, who's second in this race last year. Ground Under Repair has worked hard, but he's still hanging on to the coattails of the leading duo. This is the final fence. Lockderg Jewel and Chidswell. Those two jump it just about as one. Ground Under Repair out to the right again. So it's Lockderg Jewel who sets out now on this long run to the line in front. The Chidswell in second, then Ground Under Repair in third. They're going to be bypassing this final fence now. Lockderg Jewel, the sheepskin noseband with about 2 lengths in hand. Over Chidswell in second. Ground Under Repair is boxing on in third. Lockderg Jewel, Chidswell now throwing down a challenge, and Chidswell comes through to take it up. Lockderg Jewel is battling hard. A grand stance between the pair, but racing up towards the line. It's Chidswell going on by a couple of lengths, and Chidswell wins with informed Nicky Richards stable.
Market suspended.
In third was Ground Under Repair. Blue Cascade was fourth.